Hello everyone, welcome into Fatty's Feast, where we make the best food you'll ever eat without leaving your backyard. My name is Josh, and today we're going back to my New England roots and smoking up some buttery and maybe a bit spicy lobster tails. Let's get started. All right, I'm gonna say probably the most controversial thing on YouTube, being a born and raised New England boy. I don't like lobster that much. I know, I said it, ridiculous. I just think it's overpriced, and there's so many better options you can get when you go out for seafood. But enough of you had said, hey, smoke some lobster tails, and because I love you, I'm gonna do it. Now this should be a very quick cook today. It's only gonna take us about an hour. I got 6 lobster tails. These total about 2 pounds, and they were like $40 something. Going back to, I think it's a waste of money. But obviously for lobster, you need butter, so I got my pan here, got some butter. Let's throw this on the smoker and get it melted down. Just gonna put that right there, something like that. Okay, so let's get these guys out. All right, this is gonna be the hardest part of this whole thing. I got me some trauma shears because as a cook, I don't own regular cooking scissors, whatever. So what I'm gonna do is stick this in here just like so without trying to kill myself. And we're just gonna cut right down the back here, being very careful. Cut the whole way down till we get to the back there, just like that. And then what we're gonna do is we're gonna take our finger just like this and push it right in here. Then I'm gonna take this meat without killing myself. I'm gonna bring it right up through the shell here. And then once we do that, we have something like this. Let me show you one more time. Go all the way down the back. Stick our finger in just like this, so you can see where it's going there. And then we can bring our tail meat right up through, just like that. That one worked a lot easier. Look at that, that's perfect. Now, one thing to note with this is you want to be very careful with these shells because we're not gonna, boil it or anything like that. So you don't want shell on top of your lobster in the seasoning. That's gonna hurt. This is another reason I hate lobster. It's so much work. Who wants to work this hard to eat? I don't understand that. I have the same concept with like boneless wings, I'd rather just put something in my mouth and eat it instead of picking at things with a knife and fork, and it's so annoying. And after a quick workout, here we are. Oddly enough, this one doesn't have a lot of meat in it. I don't know why, because it's one of the bigger ones, but they all look pretty uniform. So we're gonna be seasoning these bad boys up today with my Everglades fish and chicken seasoning. This is perfect for fish and chicken, if you couldn't figure that out. It's got a little bit of a kick to it, but it's pretty salty. I just love it on seafood. I've done many things with this. So nothing too crazy, just gonna go along like so. And there we have it. Perfect. These guys are looking tasty already, so let's throw them on the smoker. So our butter's nice and melted down. I'm just gonna give it a stir real quick. And to this, I'm just gonna add some parsley, probably 2 tablespoons or so. We'll do an equal amount of chives and equal amount of dill. And we'll just stir this up. And that's what we got, looking nice and hot. Let's throw these guys all the way in the back, keep them away from the heat. Then I'll throw this one back on just for a little bit. And we'll shut her down. Now I had a pretty roaring fire in here before, but it's since burned down to coals, and that's a good thing. With these lobster tails, we're gonna cook them extremely low and slow. They don't need to be that warm to be finished off. So I'm gonna keep my fire hovering around 200 to 225. That way we can get some delicious smoke flavor in the short amount of time it takes to cook these. And instances like this, or with these little splits that I have, come into handy. If I put 1 or 2 of these on, we'll get our temps right to where we need to be. So I'm gonna let that get going, and I'll check back in about 20 minutes. Yes, that's it, 20 minutes, and we'll start applying some of that butter. All right, it's been about a half an hour. Let's temp these guys. 106. All of them pretty much around 106. Nice. Now I did one application of herb butter already, but my camera didn't record, so All we're gonna do is just come on like this, just like so. Nothing crazy. Just go along the top here. Some's gonna drip through. That's not a problem. I'm not going too crazy with getting the herbs on there only because I don't want them to burn, but at these temperatures, it really shouldn't. And we'll shut her down. So you can see we have a nice small fire here. It's not been too crazy to maintain. Actually, we've been doing pretty well with our temperatures, hovering around 200, 225. So this is a perfect amount of wood for this particular smoker. Obviously, if you have a smaller smoker, like a Brazos, you're going to run even smaller splits. And that can be sort of a pain to maintain lower temperatures, only because this one has the insulated firebox, it's bigger. The bigger the smoker, the easier it is to maintain lower temps. I'll just throw another one of these little tiny ones on. My stack job isn't the best here because we're trying to have a little bit of a dirtier fire because it's not going to take long for these to get done. So I'm going to keep doing that basting process, if you will, for another half hour until they're done. I'm going to do it every 15 or so minutes. That being said, we'll come back when we are ready to give these a try. Okay, so this whole process took about 90 minutes. Now, if you're limited on time and you want to get these done within like 45 minutes or so, you can bump those temperatures up to 250 degrees and that'll quick cook these things. I wanted to add a little bit of smoke flavor in the beginning, that's why I did lower temperatures. So that's why it took 90 minutes. But these look delicious. Now, you'll notice there's a little bit of dark color on these, and that's not because of the smoke, that's because of the herbs. They didn't burn or anything, so I'm happy about that, but they do give a little bit of an off dark color. That's okay. I don't know which one I want. Let's do this one. We'll just go on the end here. I don't want to single anyone out. So I'm just gonna cut a little piece off here. The shell's nice and crispy. I'm just gonna pull it out. Here we go. I don't know if you can see it on camera. Everything's nice and translucent. I'm just kidding. It's nice and cooked, nice and white. So I want to try one piece without any additional herb butter stuff. Wow. That's weird because it tastes like barbecue, but it's lobster. My mind is going in 300 different directions right now. That's really freaking odd. Let me pull this out. I don't know what to think about this. This might be the way I make lobster from now on because this is like, holy shit. All right, let's put some herb butter on here. I'm just gonna dump it in here. We had a little bit left. I did coat this, I think 4 times in herb butter while I was on the smoker. So this is weird. That makes it even better, sort of. I don't want to eat lobster another way again. Like, this is really good. The smoke flavor plus that sort of spicy seasoning, it's not spicy per se, but it adds a lot of flavor. When you just boil lobster, it's just bland. Like, I've never liked it. This is like amazing. You guys should make this. Like, seriously, I'm shocked at how much I like this. Maybe I'll take back what I said about not liking lobster that much. I just want to see if there's any meat left in here or if it all came off. Just rip this open like a freaking maniac. We got some tail meat in here. I'm gonna cut myself and I'm on blood thinners, so this should be good. Let's see if I can get this out. Even that's really good. I'm shocked, honestly. Like, maybe I'll smoke crab. Jesus. Maybe I'll smoke crab in the future because crab is one of my favorite sea urchin insect things. If you don't like lobster, I challenge you to smoke some lobster and see if it changes your mind because this is really freaking good. Once again, like I said, if you want to smoke it at a higher temperature, it's probably not going to make a difference, but I think that added smoke flavor does actually make a difference. So start low and then go a little high, bump it up to 250, whatever you have to do. That being said, that will conclude this episode of Fatty's Feast. If you like what you saw, please smash that like button, get this content out to more people. Also, leave me a comment on things you want to see me make on the smoker. Over here, I'm going to put a video specifically designed for you. You're going to like it, so check it out. And then over here will be some random playlist. I don't know, because I don't know if I have a seafood smoker playlist. Right in the middle, if you like this average face so much with my beard and my diabetes, you can subscribe. And until next time, everyone, stay safe, stay happy, stay healthy, and stay hungry.